Drew and Stu are on the air.
Ready? Right.
Whether you're fading with Drew or riding with Cam, this is the place to get your weekly NFL picks.
Powered by Sports Interaction, your homegrown sportsbook. Always remember to bet local.
Hello and welcome to week 13 of the Drew and Stu podcast. I'm Drew Livingstone. That's Cam Stewart. Cam, rough Thanksgiving and Black Friday for you. You had that dinner set up, you had everything going, but 0-4 in your early picks. But we both salvaged the weekend. 8-4, both of us over the weekend. Our only best bets we got wrong were their gold picks, where I stupidly took the New England Patriots. I'm watching that game like, why did I even bet on this game? Like, why did I trust anything to do with this football game? And then you bet on the LA Chargers, who, once again, they were covering, and then the LA Chargers allowed a 39-yard touchdown. And Zay Flowers could have just ran and kneeled the ball, Cam, run out the clock, but he decided to score for no reason. Yeah, that's what you call a bad beat.
They usually say water finds its level, but with us, Drew, we always seem to be on the wrong side. Even the Jets game, they miss a field goal and Holland takes it back like 100 yards for the touchdown. Like, can we catch a break here? Thank God we got the hook with the Buffalo Bills. That was just hard to watch as a guy. You're a fan. A lot of our buddies are fans of that team. Just watching them lose, playing a prevent defense and just crap all the way through. My team getting throttled by San Francisco. Yeah, Drew, thank God for alcohol on that day and great chicken wings. But I did actually bet on Dallas because I had a few, and thank God I did. But I'm not going to lie, that Detroit game threw me for a loop, and I was in, damage control mode right after the Lions game. We're at the bar. Everybody had Detroit Lions in their survivor pool. A lot of angry people on Thursday. A lot of bitterness.
Yeah, I don't think anyone expected that result on the Thursday.
No.
Did you see that they didn't even have the turkey legs for Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers because the chef seared the Lions logo on the turkey? So, they usually do the celebration. First time in 80 years, the player couldn't eat the turkey because it was a Detroit Lions turkey.
Honest to God, that's like engraving a trophy before you know the winner of a golf tournament. Don't do
so
that
embarrassing.
Again. No,
like, why would
honestly,
you do that?
if I was the Packers, I'd be pissed. Like there's
100%.
That's
Jordan
so
Love said
ridiculous.
after, he's like, "Where's the turkey for us to eat?" And they're like, "Oh, we ate it, ha ha ha." But they found out after they leaked that the Detroit Lions logo was on it.
Hey, chef, or NFL, yeah, no, just because you're a 7.5 point favorite on Thanksgiving, well, that's a joke. I didn't even know that. Sorry, Drew. That is actually absolutely. Hey, Green Bay's playing good football right now. Let's give them all the credit in the world. And how the Packers or how the Lions ruined Thanksgiving. Some things never change, Drew. That's what the Lions do. On Thanksgiving, we thought it was a statement game. I'm like, oh, yeah, they're going to go well. Yeah, they weren't even ready to play. You know what? Perfect game by LaFleur. Love looked good. Packers deserve to win.
Yeah, you know who else wasn't ready to play this weekend, Cam? Your boy Geno Smith. He wasn't ready on Thanksgiving to show up for that game. And my guy, Sean McDermott, head coach of the Buffalo Bills.
Maybe him and former Bill Frank Wright can have their walking papers together. One's official. Honestly,
I
send
think
them both
McDermott's
packing.
done enough to last until the offseason just because of the playoff stuff. But, man, you have Josh Allen, 20 seconds and a timeout. Should have been 2 timeouts. You took a timeout for no reason to try and ice Jake Elliott. You didn't even ice him. You're just like, hey, have some extra time to think about this. You could have saved that 2 timeouts, have 20 seconds, 2 timeouts to go get a field goal, which the Chiefs did against you 2 years ago in the playoffs in the same situation.
It's so Bills,
with 7
too.
less seconds.
It's so Bills. The guy's got like a 59-yard kick in elements. The thing could swing just inside the bar, nice and low. It's not working. And then last night I'm watching the game, Chicago, my Buffalo News. Lake effect snow. They're getting the Bills can't win. Lake effect snow. Help these people, please. Help them.
Speaking of last night, Cam, what a disaster that Monday Night Football game was.
Hey,
Josh
I was on the
Dobbs
Bears,
looked
buddy.
Your
That's what they invented gambling for, Drew. When you have games that shitty, honest to God, this is the worst. I told you, we've been talking about this all year. If we didn't bet on these games, I wouldn't watch that game a lick. I'd watch some movie, anything. That game.
Well, what
sucked.
happened to Josh Dobbs? He was so good the first 2 games.
Here's the thing about Josh Dobbs. He's a good quarterback, but he's a backup or third stringer for a reason. Bears figured it out. Lots of tip balls intercepted, but the fact that the Bears didn't murder them with all the turnovers, that game was pathetic. But I'll take it.
Jordan Addison wide open for a 60-yard touchdown. He
throws him out of bounds. Yeah, that was good.
And then Justin Fields, his average depth of target, Cam, was 0.7 yards on every throw. So that means this guy's throwing it line of scrimmage. What I was watching, I was like, what offense are the Bears running here?
Think about the Bears.
Screen pass.
We'll talk about this. The Fields will make a couple wicked plays, and then the rest of them are horrible. It's a very frustrating thing to deal with. Yeah, Eberflus is kind of a stooge too, but anyway.
There's a lot of bad coaching.
And as for the New England game, is if you're like Mac Jones, this guy can't start football games anymore. And by the way, me and you have talked about this forever. Just start Malik Cunningham. You got nothing else to lose, you fucking morons. Anyway, let's move on. We should have done better. Like we got jobbed on a lot of games, but everyone, no excuses in gambling. But they say
we were on Chicago at least. We did say 80% is on one side. Yeah. Doesn't matter what the line is. You go the other way, and we were both right. So
I just, honest to God, Drew. Like I'm telling you, like I don't even know what to think anymore. Like this season. And
Cam, you convinced me to switch off the Colts to Tampa on last week's show. I'm mad at you for that.
I'm sorry about that, but you've given me bad advice before.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Sports Interaction is your homegrown sportsbook where local takes on an entirely different meaning, focusing on the teams, games, and players that matter to you. Sports Interaction is on the ground on top of all of the local trends, offering prop bets that you'd never even imagine existed. From same-game parlays to best in-class casino, featuring thousands of games and live 24/7 dealers, giving you that Vegas experience any time of day. Come for the sports, stay for the casino. And now introducing the Locker Room, the first of its kind, a live watch party for the biggest games of the week, including this Saturday night with Steve Dangle. Come watch the Leafs game with him and myself on Saturday night. Sports Interaction, your homegrown sportsbook. Go to sportsinteraction.com/SDPN to open an account. Bet local. 19 plus, please play responsibly. If you have any questions or concerns about your gambling or the gambling of someone close to you, please go to connexontario.ca. Back to the show. All right. Anyways, let's get into this week, Cam.
Oh, here we go.
Seattle Seahawks.
No, isn't the first game out of the... Oh, sorry. I was looking at something else, and I didn't like what I was seeing. Let's continue Thursday.
Yeah, the first game of the week is your Seattle Seahawks going to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Geno Smith likely going to start again, even though you don't believe he should. The Cowboys are absolutely rolling, Cam. They're 9-point favorites. They opened at 7.5. It's probably going to get to 10 by kickoff. Do you trust the Seahawks to cover here? They haven't covered lately, Cam. Their offense looks terrible. The defense doesn't look great. Like, I don't know.
Do I trust the Seahawks? It was funny. Morency brought up a good point. He's like, your bird used to be big and fat. I'm like, yeah, we're eating salmon. And like, he was a nice plump Seahawk crawling, like just soaring and whatever. Now he's looking for breadcrumbs that he can't even find. He's thin. We could see his bones. He's dying out there. God, I'm telling you,
grocery store parking lot bird.
Yes, he's a grocery store parking lot Seahawk. Like, he is struggling on meth. Just joking, but he's got problems. Give me, here's the deal, Drew. Dallas, can you believe these guys at home 5-0? Like, all they do is cover that's ATS. This team is on fire. 5-0 at home outright, 5-0 at home ATS. All they do is cover. But we have a steam movement in this game. This line is opened up from 7.5 to 9. Here's the thing. I don't really trust Seattle. I don't trust their offense, but that is a lot of points. And Seattle's a weird team. This is desperation mode. Sorry about the pick against the Niners. I thought they were back in the game when they had that pick 6, Drew. I'm like, here we go. And then the wheels fell off, but I will take Seattle. We're getting excessive points. Cowboys by, 3 to 6 in this spot. I will take 9.
Yeah, I'll wait to bet this, but for the show, I'm going to take Seahawks +9.
I would actually it might go to 10. Like, I might.
No, that's what I mean. I'm going to wait. Yeah. I'm going to wait till it gets to 10.5.
Okay.
But for the sake of the show, I'm going to take Seahawks +9, only because, Cam, the Cowboys got the Eagles on deck next week. Mm-hmm. So I think they just want to get out of this game and prepare for the big divisional matchup next week, where essentially their division chances are on the line against the Eagles next week. So I think they squeak this one out. Maybe they're up 10 and then Seahawks backdoor cover. So many options with this many points, Cam. So give me the Seattle Seahawks.
This is their season, Drew. Have you seen Seattle's schedule? They got to play the Eagles, the Cowboys. Like, it's hard, man. The Niners again. Like, they actually have to kind of win this game. Like, and then they got Arizona and Pittsburgh. It's not
that, honestly, it doesn't matter if you have to win it, Cam. It's just I think their season's done. I don't think they're a playoff team.
I agree.
All right, we're in agreement on that. 46.5 is the total. It's a lot of points, but Dallas has been scoring a lot, so maybe. The Falcons, Cam, going to New York, take on the Jets. We don't know if Boyle's going to start again or if it's going to be Wilson back in the starting lineup. I hope it's Wilson if you're betting on the Jets. Right now, 71% of the public is on the Falcons coming off their big win over the Saints. I was on the wrong side of that. I didn't expect the Saints to have everyone injured, Cam. They had no one left in the lineup after, the second quarter? No receivers were left. But Falcons, Jets, pretty terrible game on paper, Cam. Are you even going to watch this?
No, but we're going to bet on it, and we bet on every game here on the show, Drew. You know the concept. Like, there's no games. Trust me, I wish I could go past like a game show when we didn't have to take every game. Listen, we might change all these picks, but at time, I'm getting 2.5 with the Jets. I'm going to take them. I really wish it wasn't Mr. Boyle. as quarterback. I'd rather have Barney from The Simpsons as the Plow King, or Mr. Plow as Homer. This guy, he just blows. That was awful. But the thing about the Jets is their defense is still good, and that was a really stupid play on the miss kick, and Holland takes it back for a touchdown, kind of changed that game. Do you trust Atlanta to win on the road? I don't really. They're a 5-6 football team. I know they're still in the playoff hunt, but I'm going to take the Jets. This is a game that's very changeable, though.
My thing is, Cam, this is like the Jets say they want Rodgers back. If they lose this football game, he's not coming back because he's not coming back to a team of eight losses. So
he's not coming back regardless, Drew. They'd have to
I agree with you, but he's still putting it out there that he's coming back still. I don't know why. Like, dude, just shut up. Stop promising stuff that's not going to happen. I don't like this game at all. The Falcons are 1-3 ATS on the road, Cam. They don't cover full games. All they can do, if you can stop the run, you can stop the Falcons. And I think the Jets defense is good enough to keep this low. But like this game, the Falcons might win this game 6-3, and then they cover. So like,
or the Jets win 5-3 with the safety, like, or even if the Falcons win 5-3 with the safety, we got the hook at 2.5. You're right, Drew. I would look at the under in this football game. If they score
34,
more
it's so low, and I still like it.
I agree. I'm taking the Jets, though. It's your call on the side. We pick sides. New York for me.
As you can tell by my reaction, I will not be putting my real money on this football game. But you know what? I'll take the points just because I think it's going to be
all these
I don't know if either team's going to score a touchdown in this football game.
This, I'm looking at this week going, what? Got a headache. Oh,
Cam, this has been all season. There's been a lot of shitty football games this year in the NFL. I agree with Tom Brady, what he said. The quality's gone down. Mm-hmm. All right, the Miami Dolphins going to Washington to take on the Commanders. 9.5-point road favorites. The total is 49.5. We got a huge total in this one. Cam, I can start this one. Miami smokes bad teams. I'll take Miami to beat this team by 10 points. Their schedule's so easy. I think they're going to walk away with the AFC East this year.
I don't know what to do. I want to take Washington. I can't. Know what the crazy thing about
0-4-1 at home ATS, Cam.
That's the thing. These guys are 0-4-1 at home against the spread. They're 1-4 at home. Like, you'd rather take Washington on the road. So, but Miami, on the other hand, I don't really trust them either to win by margin. But you know what? It's under 10. I will take Miami. The backdoor possibility is there. Washington looked really good in the first half against Dallas, but they're still not a good football team. I'm going to take Miami, Drew. But as I said again, nothing is easy this week.
Sam Howell, Cam, just not a great quarterback. I was watching that.
He tries, though. He grinds. Give him
well, yeah, he tries, but it's not good enough. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. Is Sam Howell better than Boyle, all these other losers that roll out there? Hell, I'd rather have him than anybody the Saints is rolling out these days.
You'd rather Sam Howell than Derek Carr?
Yeah, I would.
I don't know about that.
I think Carr sucks. I didn't see this regression.
Time to sit in the pocket and give him receivers to throw to.
If you give Howell time, he can pick you apart too. The problem is Washington has the worst offensive line in the league.
He also turns it over a lot, but yeah, you're not wrong. I think Riverboat wrong.
I think we're both right and both wrong. The thing is, will you not agree with one thing? Howell's basically a kid that's learning. Carr is regressing at a rapid pace.
Oh yeah.
That's
but
all
both teams are going to need new quarterbacks next season.
Yeah.
All right, we're in agreement.
Speaking of Carr,
pardon?
Right? Oh, sorry. We have to. Oh yeah, sorry, Bagman. I'm getting ahead of myself.
We don't need Bagman. We're both on the Dolphins.
Oh yeah.
The Lions going to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Cam, Saints plus 4.5 at home. Lions coming off that disappointing loss against the Green Bay Packers.
I was trying to give you an opening with the Carr and the Saints. It's the next game, but you just didn't go for it, did you?
I don't know, Cam.
Anyway, it's okay, pal.
It's fine. The car is broken down over here. Okay, I'm just losing it.
You're beat down. The wife's away. You're looking after the baby, doing editing. Man, you just tough, Drew. You need a break.
Yeah, those don't come very often in this house, Cam. The Saints hosting the Detroit Lions. I think this is way too big of an overreaction. I think the Lions should be favored by 9 to 10 points here, Cam. Give me Detroit minus 4.5 all day in this spot. This might be in my minerals.
We agree on every pick so far. I wanted to, as I said, I look for home dogs and I try to make it a case. I think the Saints are horrible. Another team, Drew, isn't this ironic? We've started with 4 games. They're 0-4 against the spread at home too. They're awful. They're 2-2.
And they have no receivers. Olave's going to miss the game, it looks like. Shahid's going to miss the game, it looks like. Michael Thomas is out for the rest of the season. Who the hell are they throwing to?
Get Detroit now because this line might go to 6. I'll take the 4.5 with the Lions, Drew. Roar. Restore the roar after a Thanksgiving turkey debacle.
Yeah, 100%. All right, Cam.
Here we go. This game. Teams we both want to murder.
Gold pick against gold pick last week, Cam. LA Chargers going to New England, take on the Patriots. Your boy Brandon Staley, your favorite coach in the NFL, taking on Bill Belichick. Patriots +6 at home. It's a lot of points. I want to say I trust Justin Herbert and the Chargers to cover this number, Cam, but then they don't cover numbers because they're the Chargers. They always find a way to lose football games. But I'm done, Cam. I'm done putting my money on Bailey Zappi and Mac Jones. So give me the Chargers blind here.
I don't want to sound like this guy, but if we ever met Mac Jones, Drew, and I wouldn't want to hurt the man personally, but if his wallet was there on the street, I wouldn't return it, and I'd say thank you for all the money that you've cost me and Drew. Remember that time, that huge parlay? Like, we've been on the bad end in New England. Like, I can't even. Actually, I'm thinking about this, and it kind of makes me sick. New England's awful. What I saw against the Giants it was disgusting. The thing about the Chargers, they're just inept at closing out a game or learning how to win. They at least have weapons. New England stinks.
Cam, when are we going to start criticizing Justin Herbert for just not performing when it matters?
I told you at the start of the year. Does anybody listen to the tape? Everyone wants to grease this guy like he's some kind of hero because he looks like a California surfer and he doesn't say like, ooh, it's Justin Herbert for Subway. You know what, dude? You never won a big game. So you know what? Everybody needs to get off you. You're not that, he could throw a nice ball. He doesn't run enough. And the thing is, it is on Herbert because you know what? The quarterback, if you're going to get credit, you deserve to get maligned. And the thing is, he's overrated. Let's call it out for what it is. Sorry, Charger fan. I always bet your team. I'm sick of it. I'll take you one more time because I hate New England more. Lightning bolts, please.
We're in agreement on the first 5 games, Cam. That's rare.
Bagman's taking the week off. I guess he's on vacation.
He's on vacay. Do you think Justin Herbert's still a top 10 quarterback in the NFL?
He probably is at the back end, but yeah.
So you think he's better than Prescott?
Yes, I do.
Really?
But it's close. Okay, I don't know, Drew. How do I put this?
Is he better than Tua?
I don't think so.
So you think Tua is better than Prescott then too?
Yeah, I do. I think I
think Prescott's better than both of them.
It's tough it's a tough debate, but let's just call it out for what it is. Everyone's talking about this guy's like a top 3 or 4 quarterback, top 5. No, that's not true.
No, not until he does something when it matters, Cam, not these garbage time stats. All right. The Kyler Murray-led Cardinals going to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers and Kenny Pickett. Steelers, big win over Jake Browning and the Bengals last week. It looks like it should have been easier than it was. I thought they were going to blow it there for a second. But their defense came through. TJ Watt, just a sack machine, like we said. And I think they keep that rolling. It is only 25% of the public is on the Cardinals, Cam, which I don't like. That's a lot of people. Reverse line movement as well. Everyone's betting Pittsburgh, and it's gone from 6.5 to 5.5. All the alarm bells are going off saying, take the Cardinals. But, Cam, I don't know if I can do it. Can you do it?
I can. Cheap. I'll take 5.5 chirps with the Cardinals. You know what the sad thing is, though, Drew? If this game was in a dome and I was getting 5.5, I'd love Arizona. Because remember?
Oh, yeah.
They played Houston well. I just don't know how they're going to perform, like going into Pittsburgh, terrible towels. Now conditions are tough. We're starting to see snow, wind, and sleet everywhere. But you know what? This could be changed. But right now, you talked about it. This line opened up at 6.5, down to 5.5. Am I missing something? Pittsburgh, we were on them last week to beat Cincinnati at home. But this could be a spot where I think the Cardinals show up and lose an absolute heartbreaker. I can't believe the line went down. I will take Arizona. This game is changeable, Drew, but I don't like the game to begin with. But these guys are also 0-6 on the road, the Cardinals are. But I'm asking Pittsburgh to win by margin. 6 points to me is a lot with the way they play football. Arizona.
Yeah, Cam, give me the Pittsburgh Steelers. I trust their defense to hold Kyler in check enough. I just don't trust Kenny Pickett, but if it's in Pittsburgh, it could be bad weather. I don't trust Kyler Murray. He's too short to see over his offensive line. And if Pittsburgh and Tomlin are smart enough to keep him there, not let him out of the pocket with their pass rush. So give me, you know what? I got to take the terrible towel on the Steelers. It seems like a trap, like I'm falling for it, but I'm going to fall for it hard. Sometimes the trap hits, Cam.
Yeah, it does. Not all the day. I don't see. You bet what you like in the game. Bagman, I'm thinking silver. He's the Steelers.
Silver? The gold, you mean yellow and black?
Yellow and gold. See, we're both struggling right now. You know what I mean? Steelers.
I think you called them the silver and black last week too.
I did. I did, Drew. I got a problem here. I've been hitting the head too many times. I bet he likes Pittsburgh.
Yes, you're correct. He's on the Steelers. The Denver Broncos came going to Houston to take on the Texans. Texans 3.5-point home favorites. Am I wrong to say I think the Broncos are getting disrespected here with this line?
Yes, Drew, you are. I am taking the bucking Bronco. All of a sudden, 6-5. Guys, Sean Payton had us all fooled. You know what? When we rip somebody,
we apologize. We roasted him earlier on the season.
We will give him the apology of all apologies. This guy had a game plan that nobody saw. Russell Wilson and the team are figuring it out. Here's the thing about Houston. Very good team. We've had Jacksonville last week. The game could have gone to overtime. Houston has a kick off the bar. But Denver, they're not afraid of anything right now. We're getting 3.5. People are going to bet Houston. I will take the dog in the Denver Broncos. I think if they lose, Drew, it's by a field goal, and we're getting 3.5. I think Denver can win outright. Give me the dog. Denver's playing special football right now, and I'm not getting off the train. This team is making me money we predicted this when Denver turned the corner, and things have been good. Denver, please.
Yeah, I was on the Browns last week, Cam, so I wasn't very happy with
sorry, I was on
Browns
Denver.
Performance. But I like Denver this week. I think they can win this game outright, and to be plus 3.5, I think they're being disrespected. I know C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense is the flashy one. They almost beat the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are arguably better than the Cleveland Browns. I don't think they are, but you know what? Russell Wilson was able to move the ball against the Browns defense, which is an elite defense, Cam. Houston's defense is not that, so I think the Broncos score enough points to cover. To win this football game, not just cover. So give me the Broncos here. Our next game, the Tennessee Titans hosting the Indianapolis Colts. Colts blew out the Bucs, Cam. Their offense looked explosive. It looks like Jonathan Taylor may miss this football game, though, with a thumb injury. So they're going to be back with Zach Moss as RB1.
Doesn't matter.
The Titans, they ran all over the Carolina Panthers. I was on them. They're one of my best bets. I don't think they'll be able to do that against the Colts here. This is going to be a close football game, though, Cam. So I think I got to go with the points of the home team, but I don't know. I can be swayed in this. I won't be playing real money on this game.
So yeah, we'll get to my issues with Paul Panther later on, but I'm going to take Tennessee. I don't like the game. Indianapolis, let's give Gardner Minshew credit. We've talked about this a long time ago as the best backup. And the thing about Gardner Minshew that I really like is he's not a perfect quarterback, but he works really hard. He tries, he grinds. The players are with him. This Indianapolis team is 3-1 on the road. ATS, they're very solid. Again, 3-1. Tennessee, though, they're a different team at home. Let's look at their splits. 4-0 at home. 4-0 ATS. That's the thing. Tennessee wins games at home. They tank on the road. I will take the 1.5. Tennessee by a field goal. Don't love it, though. Colts are playing good football.
Yeah, like I said, this divisional game, I think both these teams are the exact same level of football teams. So I'm going to go with Mike Vrabel, who I think is the better coach in this situation, and the defense, who I think is better. The offense might be better on the Colts side, but I don't think it matters. Give me the Tennessee Titans. So we are in agreement. I thought you were going to be on the Colts. I'm not going to lie.
Why?
But we're not. We've disagreed on 1 out of 8, Cam. This is rare for this show.
This could be the best week ever or the worst.
Yeah, we're going to go down.
We're either going to have Christmas monies or I'm going to be at the, can I get a loan, please? Yeah. Loan agent,
Cam,
line
you know what's a
3.
ripoff? We took pictures with Santa for my daughter last weekend. Guess how much it costs to get a picture with Mall Santa now in 2023? Guess.
I'm going to say $20.
$50.
Oh my God, Drew, get me an outfit and get me to the mall. I will be a mall Santa and I'll do it. $50. Oh my God, I'm dead serious.
Up too, so it took us like an hour to sit there with them.
I'm going to be a mall Santa for a day. Is there a day that I could just fill in? And what's my take on 50? If I'm walking away with like $600, hey kids, you want that Lego set?
Like easy.
Yeah.
Cam,
you can dye my hair gray and I'll make my beard go gray.
They made $2,000 while we were standing there with the amount of people that were going, and there were still people behind us.
Drew, don't you think I kind of look like mall Santa?
Oh, dude, with a beard.
I'm a little thinner now, but I used to be a perfect Santa. I've lost some weight, but
no, dude, the Santa Claus that was at the mall was a skinny little guy. I was like, who the fuck is this Santa? This guy's lighter than I am.
Was he like black haired or like what? Like
no. It was an old.
Did he have red hair? Or?
No. Well, he had the wig on, so I don't know.
Oh yeah. It's obviously, but I'm just saying, like he was a horrible Santa. Like the kids are like,
oh yeah, his body.
He looks like a fraud and a loser.
Santa. Yeah, if I wasn't with my daughter, I would be like, you don't even look like fucking Santa. Like, go get a new guy.
No, Drew, we have to get on top of this. I don't prefer like children being like all day and going nuts and drooling on me and crapping on me. But you know what? For a couple of grand,
you got $1,000 to sit there for 8 hours. You wouldn't do it?
Oh, you give me $1,000, I'll sit anywhere for 8 hours. I need the money.
I don't know about anyway, Cam. There's some places I can name that you'd be like, fuck that. I'm not
Yeah, I don't care. You give me, I'll be a mall Santa. Wow, times have changed. I thought those losers like barely had enough for like a bottle.
I'm assuming
getting,
like for every 50, 5 of it goes to the camera guy, 5 of it to the lady.
I understand, but like, if you got a lot of kids there,
$20 for every picture if you're Santa.
So what's Santa walking away with for real? Like for a day's work, a nickel, $500, you think?
At least. At least.
You know what? I'm interested, but let's get to the rest of the games and we'll talk about my future gig later.
We should get a camera. I'd be down. I'll be the camera guy. I'll take the little cut.
Drew, you know how to do all that stuff too. Ho ho ho! Hey kids, you got winners? Is Daddy going to get something for you this year? Oh, he took Carolina last week. Poor sucker.
Yeah. Well, let's get into that, Cam. Carolina going to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Divisional matchup. Bucs 5.5-point favorites. 80% of the public is on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Cam. But nah, screw it. I'm going Carolina. The alarm bells go off when it's this high. I got to go the other way. I'm going back to the Panthers. Coaching change. Give me plus the points. Screw it, Cam. We're doing it.
Drew, some people have drug and alcohol problems. I have a Charger, Patriot, and Panther problem. If not for those teams this year, I'd be living large. I'd be going to your dad's the meat place. I'd be getting rack of lamb and just boxes and boxes of quality cuts. Instead, I keep on coming back to this team. Let's use, people talk baby bump. We'll use new coach. But Frank Reich, he checked out a long time ago. The thing about Carolina is, what a bunch of stooges. We talked about this on some other shows. Not only do the Bears get your first pick, you throw DJ Moore in the trade too. Like, are you that stupid? I'll take the points at Carolina with the new coach. Man, this organization needs help.
Cam, that might go down as the worst trade ever made.
It could be. It could be
bad. And like you're watching their offense, it's like 4th and 6, and they're throwing screen passes, and I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like it's Frank Reich, I think, and like credit to Frank Reich, Cam. So he got fired with 4 years left on his deal, all guaranteed. Then he gets hired with a 4-year deal to Carolina, all guaranteed. Fired 1 year in, so now he's got all this money getting paid to him, and he doesn't have to coach. So
that's my dream situation, Drew. Unfortunately, it never works like that. Always freelancing, never a contract. Next.
Yeah, it's just I mean, it'd be nice to just sit at home for 4 years. Who's the Cliff Kingsbury from Arizona?
Oh, I know.
Same thing.
The guy's in the jungles right now.
And he's in Thailand now. He's just relaxing.
Exactly. And we'll be banging off shows on holidays. But anyway, must be nice.
All right, Cleveland, Cam, going to LA to take on the Rams. The Rams are 3.5-point home favorites. I think this line is completely out of whack, Cam. The Rams won a game last week. This is still a playoff team in the AFC. Cleveland Browns, elite defense. They're going to be all over Stafford. We said this when Stafford played Dallas, Cam. If you pressure him in the pocket, he's all out of whack. They don't win football games. Cleveland Browns, better defensive line than Dallas. Give me Cleveland all day. This is going to be my minerals, I'll tell you right now, Cam.
Drew, you sound very confident. I'm going to disagree with you on this game. I like Cleveland at home better, and I think the Rams are in the playoff mix. Let's remember, they're a 5-6 football team. They've beaten Seattle twice. They own that tiebreaker. Packers are 5-6. Rams are 5-6. This line opened up 5, bet down to 3.5. I like the Rams by like literally 4-7. That line's under 4. I like the Rams. This team is playing great football right now. And the thing about Cleveland is they're a great football team, but I can see them laying an egg in this spot and maybe squeaking out a win if they do. I'm telling you, I like the Rams a lot here. Give me the Rams.
All right, Cam, I would take the Browns in this spot up to probably -6.5. So the fact that it's plus 3.5.
You mean you would take them up to, you would take the Browns alternate line -3.5.
Yep. I think they might shut out the Rams. That's how confident I am in this one. But we'll see. We'll see.
Whoa. Bagman Cleveland?
Bagman is on the Rams.
Wow. See, we're all over the place. This game has thrown everything for a loop.
We've only disagreed twice, though, so we'll see.
That's fine, but it's a tough game. I don't think it is. So let's just say this, Drew. You're very confident in this game. I find this game to be very difficult. I think getting points with Cleveland is attractive, but the Rams are also now, the line opened 5. That line's stupid, but 3.5 is something I think it's reasonable. They're good. They're playing good football. You got to admit.
I'm just saying, Cam, earlier in the year, we said the same thing when it was Dallas against LA, when everyone was on Dallas, or when everyone was on the Rams in that game. We were like, no, Dallas is pass rush. When you pass rush Stafford.
Yeah, that's a concern. I know.
All right, San Fran going to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles, Cam. Rematch of the NFC Championship game last year. Brock Purdy hopefully finishes this one for the sake of the NFL watching experience. This is one of the only few games of the week. San Fran, 3-point road favorites. It's bet 50-50 right now. I'm seeing Eagles fans in my mentions complaining like, oh, we're getting disrespected. This is ridiculous. We just beat the Bills and Chiefs back-to-back, and now we're underdogs.
You also lost
Why
to the
complaining?
Jets.
Go bet your team and get some profit.
Yeah, no, you guys should be happy. You're 10-1. You're 10-1. We'll see this week. You're 5-0 at home, Drew. How about you start this one? Because I'd like to see where you're going.
I'm going San Fran, Cam. I think Philly's coming off a big win last week over the Buffalo and the Chiefs for look-ahead game with Dallas next week for the division. Listen, DVOA says San Fran's better. They got a better defense, better offense than Philly. Philly doesn't look – I know they're 10-1, but they don't look as explosive as last season, Cam, and they don't look like the world beaters that they were. They can still be got. Will they be beat? I don't know. But until they are, I got to take San Fran. I'm going to keep going against Philly until they lose one. And San Fran, I think, is the better overall football team, minus the quarterback position, but I think they'll make up for that everywhere else.
Hey, Eagles fan, we love you. I got a friend who's a great Eagles fan. You guys are a 10-1 football team. Give yourself the Barry Horowitz. You could have lost to Dallas. You could have lost to the Bills if they didn't play a prevent defense and do dumb stuff. Hey, you're still 10-1. You're finding ways to win the games. Give me San Francisco. This is a revenge spot, too, when San Francisco had no quarterbacks in that playoff game. I like the Niners by 7-10. Give me San Francisco. All we got to do is win by 3 or more. I'm in.
Yeah, isn't it crazy some of the games the Eagles have won this year, though? Like MVS dropping
good
the
teams
football.
do that, though. We'll give them credit, but
I know.
playing with fire.
It's pretty crazy, the stuff that's been bouncing their way. Sooner or later, a bounce will go opposite direction, Cam, so maybe that'll be this week. All right, Sunday Night Football. The Chiefs going to Green Bay to take on the red-hot Packers, Cam. Jordan Love and the Packers, 6.5-point road or home dogs. I know you love a home dog, Cam. The Chiefs, they've been covering this year, surprisingly. This is a tough game for me. I don't like the Packers, but this is a lot of points.
It is a lot of points. Green Bay's playing really well, too. And you know what? All the people down on Love, you should forgive for you owe him a little bit of an apology. LaFleur coached a great game against Detroit on Thanksgiving. Green Bay's grinding. Listen, Kansas City, Drew, I didn't take them much, but they did cover after a horrible start against the Raiders. They came back and covered in that game. They were down 14-0. I'm like, great. The 1 week I'm on, actually loving Kansas City. They came back and covered for us. It's under a touchdown. Kansas City, they have flaws at receiver, but their defense is great. They're a better team. Touchdown. This could be changed, but I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs minus 6.5, and that will surprise you, I think.
It did surprise me because you're usually the home dog king, Cam. I'm usually the Chiefs better, but I'm going to go back to the Chiefs as well. I like them as favorites here. 6.5-point favorites. It's not. I think if it was 7.5, I'd go Green Bay. But until you get that extra hook, I think the Chiefs can win this game by a touchdown solely because of their defense, and their offense is going to pick it up sooner or later. I know it hasn't looked like the Chiefs of old, but sooner or later we're going to see that Mahomes 5-touchdown game, right?
Yeah, well, I just it's going to be tough on the road in Green Bay, but I think he's going to have a good game, and I think Kansas City probably wins this game by 13. I just don't want Green Bay to backdoor it and cover. So, but they've been playing good football, but I think Kansas City, they need to take care of business, and we got to. Hey, Drew, if we win by 7 or more, we cover Chiefs.
100%. Question for you, Cam. One of my close buddies, BK. You met him. He came to the bar with us.
Oh, I like him a lot. Great guy, by the way. You could tell him next time to come out again. You mean when we won that stranger $4,000 and didn't help out ourselves?
So he's a Denver Broncos fan, but his second favorite team is the KC Chiefs. I told him that means he's a bad Broncos fan.
Wow. I really like your buddy. That statement threw me for a loop. That can't happen. Sorry.
He loves Mahomes. I'm like, dude, you should hate Mahomes.
No. I will have a beer. You tell him to come out again. That's unacceptable. I will never, even though my best. Here's the deal that you have with a friend. Actually, I have a way to solve this problem. 2 of my best friends are San Francisco 49er fans. No. When Seattle's there, whatever. No, I'm not sure. I will cheer for your team when my team is out and you're in a very big game, like the NFC Championship game or Super Bowl. That's when you become friend. But you, as a Denver fan in Kansas City, that's oil and water.
Dude,
you
my best friend's a Patriots fan. I don't care what's happening. I would never cheer for the Patriots. You think I cheered for Tom Brady once in my life? No chance.
Sorry, Drew. You got to tell him you could like Mahomes, but you know what? You tell him. You pick a damn team. Is it Denver or Kansas City? Because you can't have both.
You know what? Even if he doesn't like KC and he likes Mahomes, I think that's wrong. You shouldn't even like Mahomes. You should hate Mahomes. He's going to be your division winner for the next 20 years.
I don't understand, but people are we're not. I don't know what to say, Drew. I'm actually that's kind of your buddies seem like a really cool, intelligent guy. I'm not really down with liking 2 teams from the same division, especially a hated rival.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll talk to him next time we see him.
We're gonna have a little chat.
All right, the Bengals going to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. The Jaguars on Monday Night Football are 7.5-point home favorites, and 83% of the people are betting on Jacksonville. You guys are nuts. Give me Cincinnati plus 7.5, Cam. I know you love the Cats. I love the Cats as underdogs.
It's
this
Cats.
Is too many points.
It's cat on cat love or cat on cat hate or cat on cat like sack. I don't know what's happening. All I know is the Bengal versus a Jaguar. Drew, you said it. Me and you are president of the Jacksonville Jaguars fan clubs. Hell, I got these guys going to the Super Bowl. I bet futures at the start of the year. That is too many damn points. I will take Cincinnati. I don't care if Browning's quarterbacking anybody. That is nuts to me. That, you know what? If people are going to bet Jacksonville, do you think this line goes up? Whatever. If we're getting over 7, I'm taking Cincinnati.
This might climb to like 9, like by kickoff.
It will,
this many
and
people are
maybe we'll get a better number. But anyway, right now, I'm on Cincy. That's too many
I think
points.
the Bengals defense is too good. Like Jacksonville couldn't move the ball at will against Houston, Cam. You think they're going to be able to move the ball at will against Cincinnati? Like,
I just worry about Cincinnati's offense. If Cincinnati can like put up like 17 points in this game, they're probably going to cover.
Yeah, not even. If they score 2 touchdowns,
maybe
14.
Like
if they score 13. Like, I
13-14 could be a cover. I agree.
All right, Cam. So we agreed on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games this week, Cam. Only disagreed on 2. This is rare water, folks. We're either going to go down in a burning pile of flames or we're going to love our lives this week.
So what were our games? Arizona, Pittsburgh?
The ones we disagreed on?
And Cleveland,
Arizona,
Rams.
Pittsburgh, and Cleveland, LA.
Yep.
So,
you know what, Drew? I'm glad that we're on the same team. It's not the holiday season yet, and if we tank and hit the skids, that mall Santa job that you're going to hook me up with sounds pretty damn good. If I can walk away with $1,000 and some kid doesn't like
Christmas
piss on me or shit on me.
If we have a good week this week, Cam.
Do they cover the suit, or do I have to invest in the gear?
You probably got to buy your own suit.
Yeah, probably. If they're gonna like saw me off with brown ones, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. And you hate the movie Bad Santa, surprisingly. I know that.
Bad Santa, it's my favorite movie. What are you telling people fucking lies for?
You hated it.
I love that. What? Billy Bob Thornton in that movie? It's the best, dude. How good is Bad Santa? It's one of the best movies ever.
Bad Santa 2.
Thurman Merman? Love that kid. Billy Bob Thornton's that movie rules, dude. That's the best Christmas movie of all time. I hate that movie. Don't lie to the public.
Best one, but we can have that conversation around Christmas, Cam. All right, let's get into our best bets of the week, brought to you by Sports Interaction. Head on over to sportsinteraction.com/SDPN for the latest odds. 19 plus. Please play responsibly, Cam. We're going to give our gold, silver, and bronze. We will start with our third best pick of the week, our bronze selections. Would you like to start, or do you want me to?
I would like you to, Drew, since you lied to everybody about my tastes. So why don't you just tell me what your bronze selection is?
All right, my bronze selection is the Detroit Lions -4.5 against the New Orleans Saints. I think they're going to annihilate the Saints here, Cam, win by 7-10. I thought they were going to annihilate the Packers, but that didn't happen. But this is a different story. This is the Carr-led Saints with no receivers. Give me Detroit in a bounce-back spot. I love this number. Detroit -4.5. What is your
I'm going to start my bronze selection with the game we just talked about at the end, the Monday Nighter. The Bears were good to us on Monday. Let's hope Cincinnati can get it done. Give me Bengals +7.5 as my bronze selection. I just think it's too many points. Jacksonville should probably win this game, but they're still the Bengals. Unless they like tank this game, they could be in this game. So I will take Cincinnati +7.5. That line's weird.
It is weird, Cam. Another weird one is the Denver Broncos, who were my silver selection. The Broncos +3.5 again, going to Houston, take on the Texans. I think the Broncos win this game outright. So while they're underdogs, I will be betting this one. Give me them as my silver selection.
Drew, we're actually doing some crazy stuff like Meatloaf, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Baby, we can bet all night. Give me Detroit as my silver pick.
Ooh,
I will take the Lions against the Saints. The Saints have done me wrong, not as bad as the Chargers, Patriots, or Panthers, but you're number 4 on the mineral list of hate and disappointment. Detroit in a romp. Let's go.
I love it, Cam. All right, my gold selection, I know you don't like, but I like it. You probably know by the way I talked about it. Cleveland Browns are my gold selection. I think they might win this game 25-0. I think they could shut out the Rams here. This is my favorite pick of the week. I know people don't like it. The public are on the Rams. Too bad, so sad. I am on the Cleveland Browns this week, Cam. What is your gold selection?
As I said, again, with Meatloaf, we got 2. I want the Denver Broncos as my gold selection, +3.5 against Houston. I think they win this game outright. I think Denver's for real right now. I don't know what the hell Sean Payton's doing, but he deserves an award for turning this season around. Russell Wilson looked dead. Now he's alive. Cortland Sutton catches everything. The defense is holding up. Even when Wilson isn't getting protection, he's finding ways to, like, I told you, Drew, it's changed. It's an extension of the run game with these little dump offs. It's working. Denver's figured it out, man. I think they win this game outright. I will take 3.5 on the road in Houston. Go get them, Broncos.
All right, so the Broncos-Lions parlay is the Drew and Stu special this week, Cam. I think we're both going to be on that. We both love it, and we both like them to win their games outright. Broncos' money line looks pretty nice. I'm not going to lie.
It's tasty. Mm-hmm.
All right, well, that does it for Week 13. Episode 1. You'll see us back here on Thursday to give your props, any pick changes. I'm going to try and convince Cam to change that Rams pick in the next 2 days. We'll see if he does it on Thursday. But anyways. Thank you for watching. Once again, this show is brought to you by Sports Interaction. Head on over to sportsinteraction.com/SDPN for the latest odds. 19 plus, please play responsibly. Please hit like, please hit subscribe. Please download on all audio platforms. It helps us out. And we will see you on Thursday. Thanks, everybody.
Dude, that was a pretty good show. A lot of entertainment there.
This has been Drew and Stu.
Powered by Sports Interaction, your homegrown sports book. Always remember to bet local.
Follow Drew at Producer Drew and Cam at Cam Stewart Live. May the winners be yours and all of the best bets hit.